Here at the Museum of Literature in Prague, where we are now standing, there is a deposit of most of the manuscripts of Karel Hynek Mácha, a well-known Czech poet, and there is also a Mácha exposition. We now have occasion to remember the bicentenary of one of Mácha's greatest inspirers, the English poet Lord George Gordon Byron. Lord Byron's poetry was gaining ground in Czech literature from the 1830s through German and Polish translations. It was perceived by the older generation as an undesirable fashion that threatened to influence the Czech or Slavic orientation of national culture, then seeking its individual voice within the Austrian Empire. Byron's influence was all the more profound on the young subjective romantics led by Karel Hynek Mácha, whose central poem Máj, the May, took a form close to Byron's lyrical epic tales in verse, such as The Corsair, Lara, etc. Mácha's story of a robber who, out of jealousy, murders his own father and in a dark dungeon before his execution contemplates the inevitable finality of his life and life in general, has become the epitome of romantic individuality in Czech literature. Critics of the time who preferred unproblematic celebratory poetry based on tradition and folklore were horrified to recognize the foreign resonance of Byroniism in Mácha's negative themes. However, it was his Máj that determined the future direction of Czech poetry. Mácha was also reproached by some Czech patriots for copying Byron's style, but actually he took exact motifs from Byron rarely. His 1833 poem Budoucí vlast, the future fatherland, can even be read as a polemic with Good Night from Canto 1 of Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. While the latter text reflects Byron's emigration from Britain and Harold mocks his page who is weeping for leaving his fatherland, in Mácha the page dies, thus revealing the shallowness and cynicism of his master. We can say that Mácha deepened Byron's notion of fatherland by changing its meaning from geographical to metaphysical. Mácha's poem Mních, the monk, where he intended, according to his friend Karel Sabina, to outdo Byron's Lara that he felt was hunting him like a vampire, remained a fragment.